Raym, how would you describe what's happening in the crystal dreaming? How are you actually going straight into the issue at hand? What's happening for people?
The process involves the client lying in a mandala of the crystals. That's the same for every client because we're opening a particular avenue of consciousness, a portal of consciousness. So the mandala is set up to do that. It doesn't vary from client to client because the chakra system's the same. So lying in that mandala, for some people, they have an immediate, they immediately drop into a trance without the facilitator saying anything. And the thing there for the facilitator is to keep them talking so we don't lose their consciousness. What the crystals are set up to do is to open avenues of consciousness that we have shut down or our culture shuts down. That are not nurtured and recognized. They're present, but particularly in Western culture, we close it down. And there's a long story there about why we would do that, but we'll just accept that that's the way it is in Western culture.
Yes.
So laying in the mandala opens it, and the skill of the practitioner is to guide the client through the process into a space where they can manage that it's not overwhelming, it's not too fast. It's a safe space because the practitioner clears the space before every client, ensures the space is clear of anything that's not based on unconditional love. So what happens is the client will lay in the mandala, the practitioner will talk to the client, they'll lead them through a body scan. So the client will scan their body using all their senses. Most clients are able to perceive visually. You don't need to be able to do that. But what the scan is doing is revealing any blocked energy that they're holding in their body. Then the practitioner will invite the body to reveal what they're holding. And so we end up dealing a lot with trauma, past life trauma and past life death. And for a novice, the interesting thing is a novice kind of thinks that what the client will recall at death is terror and fear, which can happen, but really what we're looking for is the key emotion underneath that, or the overriding emotion about what happened when they died. So the body will hold the trauma in the same place physically as the trauma happened, but the body is not holding the physical trauma. The body is holding the emotional trauma, which in turn is affecting the body's performance, can affect the body's well-being, can affect the emotional body of the client. So once it's removed, things change dramatically for the client, sometimes physically, most often in their emotional body and their spiritual body. So when we connect with any trauma or any held energy, negative energy, or any entities, when we connect with that, the practitioners have the skill, the training to release it, and to release it joyfully, to release it in as pleasant a way as possible.